Evolution is a fundamental concept in biology that explains how species change over time through a process driven by natural selection and genetic variation. Understanding evolution provides insight into the diversity of life on Earth and the mechanisms that underpin biological change. Let us explore the principles of evolution. I will compare the theories of Lamarck and Darwin and reason why Darwin's theory is widely accepted in the scientific community. At the core of evolution are two key concepts: genetic variation and natural selection. Genetic variation arises from mutations, gene flow, and sexual reproduction, producing diverse traits within a population. Natural selection is a mechanism first articulated by Charles Darwin, and it operates on this variation. Individuals with traits better suited to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing those advantageous traits to the next generation. Over time, this process leads to adaptations, characteristics that enhance an organism's fitness in its specific environment. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck and Charles Darwin are two pivotal figures in the history of evolutionary theory, but their ideas differ significantly. Lamarck proposed a theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics, suggesting that organisms can pass on traits acquired during their lifetime to their offspring. For example, he argued that giraffes developed long necks because their ancestors stretched to reach higher leaves, and this trait was then inherited by subsequent generations. In contrast, Darwin's theory of evolution is based on natural selection. He argued that variations in traits occur randomly, and those that confer a survival advantage lead to greater reproductive success. Unlike Lamarck's ideas, Darwin emphasized that traits are inherited through genetic transmission, not acquired characteristics. Lamarck did present some evidence for his theory of evolution, primarily based on observations of living organisms. His key argument included the following 5 points. 1. Adaptation of organisms. Lamarck noted that species seem to change over time and adapt to their environments, such as the long necks of giraffe. 2. Use and disuse. He argued that traits developed through use could be passed on to offspring. He observed changes in species that appeared to be linked to their habits. 3. Fossil evidence. Lamarck acknowledged the existence of fossils and suggested they represented earlier forms of life, indicating change over time. However, while he observed certain phenomena, his ideas lacked rigorous experimental support and failed to explain mechanisms of inheritance, which ultimately limited their acceptance compared to Darwin's theory. Darwin's theory of evolution through natural selection gained support through extensive evidence from various fields, making it the cornerstone of modern biology. The key reasons for its acceptance include the following 5 objectives. Number 1, fossil evidence. The fossil evidence reveals a chronological sequence of life forms, showing transitional fossils that illustrate gradual changes over time, consistent with Darwinian evolution. 2. Genetic evidence. Advances in molecular biology have shown that DNA sequences can be compared across species, revealing the genetic basis for evolutionary relationships. This genetic evidence supports the idea of common descent. 3. Observational evidence. Numerous studies in both natural environments and controlled experiments demonstrate natural selection in action. For example, the observations of finch beak size changes in response to food availability on the Galapagos Islands provide real-time evidence of evolution. 4. Predictive power. Darwin's theory allows scientists to make predictions about evolutionary processes, such as the emergence of antibiotic resistance in bacteria, which aligns with the principles of natural selection. Finally, number 5, the integration with other sciences. Evolutionary principles have been integrated into various biological disciplines, including genetics, ecology, and paleontology, further cementing its validity. Evolution is a complex and dynamic process that explains the diversity of life on Earth. While Lamarck's ideas contributed to early discussions on evolution, Darwin's theory of natural selection provides a robust framework supported by extensive scientific evidence. Understanding evolution not only deepens our appreciation of the natural world, but also informs fields such as medicine, conservation, and ecology, highlighting its relevance in contemporary science. Through ongoing research, the study of evolution continues to evolve, revealing new insights into the intricate tapestry of life.